SKC Pranam. SKC principles, HR principles, card number 1, rule number 3 says arouse in the other person an eager want. In order to explain this rule to you, we have with us my mentor, your mentor, Daniel Jacob, for you.
Arouse in the other person an eager want. Well, you might have authority over some people and you might be tempted to use your authority. When you use your authority, you will get work done from the people, but unwillingly, because they are under you, subjected to you, so they work. But if you can use motivation, if you can make them want to do what you want them to do, they not only do the work, they do it more willingly, and they do it for the love of the work and the love for you as well. So therefore, arouse in the other person an eager want. Make the person want to do what you want them to do. For example, if a father finds his son on the street corner smoking cigarette, and then he meets him on the dinner table and he tells him, "Man, I saw you smoking cigarette. The next time I see you smoking the cigarette, I will break your bones for you." Now, do you think this boy is going to quit smoking? No. He might probably change the street corner. So what is the best thing the father can do? Having seen the son smoke, he's pained. And then he meets him on the dinner table and tells him and asks about his development, his sporting activities that he's into, his overall activities that he's into. And then after getting to know all these things, then he tells him, "Son, I saw you smoking a cigarette. Now, this is not good for you. It's not healthy for you. It is taking away that vital energy which you can use for creative purposes." And now there is a possibility for that person to quit smoking because the father aroused in the other person an eager want. So it's very important as a person, if you want to make people like you, make people want to do what you want them to do. Let the heart be involved in wanting what you want them to do.
Well, that was Daniel Jacob explaining to you the third principle of card 1, arouse in the other person an eager want. To add a little more to what he said, I would rather say first arouse interest in the other person an eager want, and he who can do this has the whole world with him. He who cannot walks a lonely way. What do I mean by this? You may be a trainer, a salesman, a motivator, a motivational speaker, or a teacher. What you need to do first is arouse in the other person an eager want. Let me take an example of a trainer. I believe there are trainers who are pep talkers, trainers who simply talk. There are trainers who change the lives of people. I believe a trainer who is successful in bringing about a permanent change in his audience, in his participants, is a true trainer. And a trainer who simply gives pep talk knowledge is a pep talker. Now, if I have to really motivate people to do things, to bring about a change in them, I need to arouse in them an eager want. If I'm a teacher and I want my students to learn a particular chapter or a lesson or a subject, I should first arouse in them an eager want to learn that subject. If I'm a salesman, I want to sell something to somebody, I have to first arouse in the other person an eager want and make him want to see what I am selling. Like, normally when I go to a class, as we are taught in our B.Ed classes, we always begin in the class by arousing in the students an eager want about the subject. Like, if I'm talking about heat, my subject is heat, where I'm talking about temperature, I'm talking about how anomalous behavior of water, where water freezes at 4 degrees centigrade, where water expands at a particular degree. What do is, I first go to the students, I don't tell them that I'm going to teach them heat. I ask them, do you want to know why in cold countries, when you open the tap, there is no water coming in the cold seasons? Do you want to know why pipelines burst in cold countries? during the freezing temperature time. And I ask such other questions where in them there is an interest that is aroused to learn that chapter. So as Danny truly said, and as this book says, that teacher, that salesman, that person who is successful in arousing another person an eager want can take the whole world with him. The teacher will have the students studying. The trainer will have his participants changing their life for good. And if you cannot do this, you will you go a lonely way. None of your students will follow you. For parents, the children will not follow them. That was rule number 3, card number 1. Thank you.